everybody, it's Mel. Thank you for joining me today for a reading goals check-in video. Yes, today we are going to check in with my reading goals for this year in 2025. It is the 2nd of August today and I am a little bit late with this video. I intended to get this out sometime in the beginning of July, but I didn't manage it, and I think I'm putting this video up in next Saturday, so in basically a week. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit late, but I figure better late than never. I wasn't sure whether to worry about it, but I think that I actually do want to check in and see how we're going. I want to make sure the goals still fit in with what I'm actually doing or what I actually want to keep doing. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. I figure a video about this will hold me much more accountable than not doing it. So I hope that this is something you're interested in. Yeah. So what I am actually using to keep track of and, well, to plan initially and then to keep track of my goals for 2025 is this, which I will pop on screen here, which is the bingo board from hell, which is a actual bingo board, but also a concept created by Wynne from Literary Diversions. Wynne is a booktuber who I absolutely love. They have been doing booktube for quite a long time, as far as I know. I found them probably around the time that I started doing videos myself, or just before, so 2019-ish, and I've absolutely loved all of their content so far. I find them really funny, really interesting, and just seem like a really fantastic person. And they created this as a concept a few years ago, and I've always been intrigued by it, but this year I decided that I was going to use it because they've made it available, use it as a way to track my own, like I said, create the goals and then track my own goals. But yeah, you should go and check out Wynne's channel if you haven't already. Sorry, I have the info on my computer just over here, which is what I was sort of checking because the computer had turned itself into sleep mode. Anyway, so I've brought it back again, and yeah, this is where I'm kind of keeping my own eye on what I'm talking about, but you will see it on screen. Anyway, I don't know if I've said this already, but you should go and check out Wynne's channel because they're amazing. The link is in the description below. Anyway, so yes, today we're going to go through and see how we are going. What they do is they create the bingo board and then they leave for you to put in your own goals. Their goals they do a video about, and they have their own thing on the bingo board, and then you have the opportunity to use the bingo board to create your own goals. So what's on screen now is my original from the beginning of the year that is for the whole year. What we're going to do is we're going to go through and look at each square and see how I'm going with each goal. I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry I'm a little bit rambly. I don't script these videos, so you just get what you get. Anyhow, so the first one on the very top, for you as you're looking at it, it will be left-hand top square. We have 10% of all the physical books on my TBR. So what that actually meant when I counted up all the books on my physical TBR at the beginning of the year, I had 100 books on my physical TBR. So that meant that I needed to read 10 books off of my physical TBR throughout the entire year in order for me to meet the goal. I counted these all up the other day. I don't think that I've read any more books on my physical TBR from my physical TBR since then, so I'm pretty sure it still tracks. So I've read 14 books off of my physical TBR. As to how many books I had at the beginning of the year on my physical TBR, I should have read 10, so I've read 14 already, and we're just over halfway through the year. So I have definitely met that challenge. However, I've purchased books this year, and I have purchased I've acquired, some of them were gifts. I have acquired 16 books this year, which wouldn't have been counted yet. So I've acquired 16 books. Of those 16 books, and now we have to go and look at the phone. Of those 16 books, I have read 4 of the books I've purchased in 2025 or acquired in 2025. That means that I have read 6, so that's a quarter, which is 25% of the books purchased in 2025. I'm trying to math and I'm not very good at maths. I'm very bad at percentages. I always struggle to figure that out. That's why I teach the early years. But yeah, well, it's 116 books so far that are on my TBR, on my physical TBR, which means, and I've read 14. I think that means that I'm still 10% would be 160, would be, yeah, 11 pretty much, or just over 12, let's say. So I've still read 15 books. So and that was in the whole year, and I've read more. So yes, I've beat that challenge already. So I think Wynne normally then rechanges the challenge and ups it. So let's do that. It won't appear here because I haven't, well, actually, Editing Mel can do that, can't she? So let's change that. Let's change that. I don't know if I can, yes. You'll see me changing it. Sorry. Oh, unscripted, did I mention? And I don't really have an excuse. This is just the Mel you get today. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so will I change it? So it's 10%. So let's change it to, so we've got 115 books, 116 books even on the TBR. Definitely buying Catabasis. I'll definitely receive at least a couple of books for Christmas. So I would say I will probably require another, let's say another 10 books. So that would be 126. So let's say 15%. Say 15% of my physical TBR needs to be read by the end of this year. And we're assuming that will mean that it's 126 books. All right. Next one along on the top row is 25 books of my audiobooks saved. So this isn't Everend. This is Audible. I used to have an Audible account. I no longer have it, but I can still access the books that I had purchased with my credits on the Audible account. So yeah, so I have books saved. So I needed to read 25%, so a quarter of the books that I had saved. I really wish I had have figured out how many that actually was. All right, let's go to library. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 14. So a quarter of 14 is 4, and I've only read 1. I only listened to 1. I'm listening to 1. So I'm listening to 1. I haven't even finished it yet. I'm really close too, and I really should finish it real soon, like today if I can. Anyway, definitely not on the road to finishing that. I don't read audiobooks. I know a lot of people on booktube read audiobooks and find that they need audiobooks. I often hear people say, I can't find this on audio, so I don't know how I'm going to go. I need, and I just don't. I'm so the opposite. Don't really get that. But anyway, I don't read audiobooks really. So, and I was trying to challenge myself. I have these, they've been saved for a while, but am I going to complete it? I don't know. It's over halfway through the year and I haven't. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop it down to, well, do you know what? If I read 2, that would be kind of amazing. And that would be about 12, well, that would be 12.5%. So let's call it 12%. So, but it's still, yeah. 2 audiobooks, so I need to finish this one and read another one. That's just where we're at, guys. I need to do that. So I'm really not, look, I'm not surprised. It was to try and push myself, but if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. That's fine. All right, so next one along is 3+ booktubers made me do it. I will link the playlist for that in the description below. I have been doing vlogs where I pick a booktuber and I pick a few books that they have inspired me to read in some manner. So it might be that it's their favorite book, it might be it's a book that they were the first person I heard talk about, it might be a book that they were just so excited about, whatever, and I read those books and then I vlog them and talk about how I'm going. I've uploaded one which I will link in as its own individual thing down below as well. That was Jashana made me do it. That's from Jashana. That's the channel name. She's also a fantastic booktuber you should definitely check out. I'm in the middle of filming one. It's been a long time. It's been a bit tricky for various reasons, which you'll see in the vlog, which I'm hoping will go up relatively soon. And I keep meaning to start another one, but I have not managed to yet. So I think I'll get the 3, but I don't know if I'll get any more than that. I might start more, but I don't know if I'll get any more. But I think I'm still doing okay, because that's still means that I've read, well, it means at the moment that I've read, I don't know what it means. I can't think of that. But anyway, off the top of my head. But anyway, like, I've been working on it. So I'm going to count that as a win, because I will have done 3, or I should have done 3 by the end of the year. So we're going to say that we're on track and we'll get it done. All right. And we're going to leave it at that, because I don't know if I'll manage to get another, like, any more than 3. All right, next down along, it's the next row. We have got 30% of books acquired in 2024/2025, and I was trying to math before before I started. Actually, the only one I figured out before I started filming, and I am on track. I am definitely on track to completing that. Like I said, I have acquired 16 books this year. I've read 4. That's a quarter. It's 30%. Plus I've been reading some of the books that I did pick up last year. I do have plans to read another book that I acquired 2024, which is Dragon Fruit by Micaiah Lucia. That is my book club read. I will link the announcement video for my book club down below. Please join if you would like to. I pick books every quarter because that's the only thing I can manage. So it's a quarterly book. We have a live show on my channel, free to everyone, at the end of the quarter. So in the last month of the quarter, at the end of that month. So far we've read The Hymn to Dionysus by Natasha Pulley, which most of us really enjoyed. Then the next book is Dragon Fruit by Micaiah Lucia. And the first theme was new releases in 2025. The next theme was books I should have read in 2024. And then I think I'm going to go with a Christmas theme for the final quarter of the year. So yeah, come and join us if you'd like to. We would love to have you. But anyway, yeah, I definitely think that I am on track to do that one. So we're counting that as being on track, and we'll get it done. I'm not going to change it. All right, then we have read from 7 series, and so far I've read from 4 series. So I'm definitely on track. I'm hoping to catch up with or finish at least 1 series this month in August, because I have a video plan for that, and that's part of the books I'll be reading is a series, finishing or continuing a series. Please subscribe and keep an eye out for that. It'll be coming up soon. So I definitely am on track for that. So I'm actually thinking I might up it by 1. I'll up it to 8. That could be pushing the envelope, but by the end of August, I should have completed from 5 series. So if I up to 8, yeah, we'll see. Challenging myself. Up it to 8. So we're on track there. Then we're going along, and the next one is finish 3 series. So that was read from, so I didn't have to finish. The next one was finish 3 series, and I've actually already finished 2 series. So I'm definitely well on track for that. So I'm going to up that to finishing 4 series, because I really think that I can do that. So yeah, that's up to finishing 4 series by the end of this year. I've got, what have I got? I have got 5 months, so I should be able to do it. All right, then we have 5% of my Kobo TBR. So again, similar to my Audible, I have got, well, I don't have a Kindle, I have a Kobo, which is just another e-reader, and I've got a bunch of books that I've downloaded on there, and they are a TBR that I very rarely refer to, so I really need to read some of those. And I had read 5%, which off the top of my head I can't think of how many books that actually is, but it doesn't really matter because I have not read any, none whatsoever. So I'm going to downgrade that to 3%. Yeah, I'm going to downgrade that to 3%. Fingers crossed I managed that at all. Next along, we have got half of Buzzword, which means that I've chosen to do the Buzzword covers rather than the Buzzword word. This is a challenge that is created by Kayla from Books and Lala. I will link her channel down below as well. She's fantastic. You should go and check her out. Anyway, I'm sure you know Kayla. She's very big channel, but every year she creates a buzzword challenge, and normally you have to read a book with a particular word in the title for each month, and she's still got that one, but she's also got a cover challenge, so it's a particular thing on the cover, an image, rather than the word. The cover seemed easier to me this year, and I'm trying to be kind to myself. Yeah, so anyway, I wanted to try and do half of the board. I have done half of the first 6 months of the year. No, I've done slightly less than half of the first 7 months of the year, if that makes sense. So I'm on track. So we're going to leave it at that because I'm on track, and let's not mess around with that. We're on track. All right, and then the final one, 60% of Patreon activities. I have failed at that. Utterly failed at that. I have not done 50% so far of Patreon activities. I've barely done anything. So I'm going to downgrade it to 50%. I want to keep it at quite high because I still want to really try and push myself to be a part of it. I'm paying for them. I'm happy to do so, but I'm paying for them. So I need to make use of what I'm paying for, because there are, you know, they offer perks, and like, I want to join in. It's not just about the money. I want to join in. I want to be part of it. So yeah, I'm going to keep it at that and hope that I try a bit harder in the next bit of the year. But anyway, that's that. That's my bingo board from hell. I think I'm doing okay. Not amazing, but okay. So I've changed a few things, as you just saw. I've kept some things mostly downgraded, although one got upgraded. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'm chugging along. But yeah, that's my goals. Catch up. That's my bingo board from hell. Like I said before, please check out Wynne's channel. That's everything from me today. So if you'd like to leave me a comment about how I'm going, what you think, will I manage, will I not, what do you think of me downgrading, are you okay with that? I mean, I did it and I'm going to stay that way, but you know, what do you think of it? Let me know all of that in the description below. Are you using the bingo board from hell yourself? Let me know how you're going, or just with your goals in general. If you would like to leave me a comment but you don't know what, then leave me some kind of game emoji, because we're playing bingo. So leave me some kind of game emoji. And yeah, that's everything from me today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.